Hi friends, welcome back to Dergy be Playin Virtue's the Last Reward. So, we're gonna jump this time straight into the CDs. Which is funny, because I was about to say straight into, choosing which door or whatever, but the title of this novel section just, conveniently laid it out for me. So, yes, I wish to jump. Alright, I'll skip, because we just need to get to this choice. I've shown and read what's up to here. So, this time, again, we're gonna do a different choice. How I plan to play this is jump around to kind of rotate these different starting branches. I'm gonna start with Luna. Whenever I get to whatever ending I end up with there, I'll go through with Tenmyoji, the next play, basically, and then Alice again, do other routes there, branches anymore, or I beat the game. So, yeah, that's my plan. Alright, so, for now, Magenta Door with Luna. I love this game, and I feel great about myself upon recording. It's really a confidence booster for me that my ass is getting in front of these games and just letting myself make a fool of myself and say awkward things and put it in front of people and realize, oh, hey, some people are going to enjoy this somehow. It's really helpful for me to realize that. And also, it's helping me feel like I am an eloquent enough speaker that I don't feel as anxious around people anymore. YouTubing is a really good, thing for coming out of your shell if you have social anxiety. I have noticed. If you're thinking of YouTubing and you have something like that, maybe you should try it, but it is not going to be easy to start, let me tell you. Or continue. Oftentimes, but the more that it means to you, the more you're just gonna fucking continue anyway. You need to find a reason to care beyond, stuff like it would help with my anxiety oftentimes. Because a lot of times your brain doesn't want help with the anxiety. What it wants is to give in to the anxiety so that you feel safe. And that's the tricky thing, is that you're not actually in danger when you feel anxiety, but your brain says otherwise, so it's a whole thing. And it helps to just take leaps of, I want to do doing something like YouTube is actually a really easy way to get started, because it's helpful to realize that you're not going to immediately put this in front of people, and you can polish it first, take out rambly bits, all of that kind of stuff, right? And then you can put it in front of people. And then after doing YouTube for a while, I started streaming, and that was fun. And then, frankly, I haven't been streaming for a while because that is still very anxiety-inducing, but I can feel that as I continue YouTube, my confidence in doing other things really helps. So, basically, for people with social anxiety, there's a nice little blurb that may or may not help you figure out how to get a little bit less in general. Because I've just noticed this has helped me a lot, and I hope that sharing my story there helps someone that might be watching this. Because, listen, I used to watch YouTube all the time and basically do nothing but that when I was the most anxious wreck alive. So I hope to reach some of those kinds of people this way. Is part of why I really want to do this, actually. Is to help people with their mental health through my commentary about my learned experiences in regards to that sort of thing. I think we'll pair up with Luna and head through the Magenta Door. Are you guys good with that?
Sure. All right.
Also, I'm really proud that I'm not as rambly as I used to be. I'm better about being concise. I feel like that mental health ramble would have been longer and thus more cut up in the past, so I feel good about that. I also feel like I have less pauses. I still started with a lot of long pauses to begin with, as I often do, but what I've noticed is, it's easier to do stuff and flow and feel like your stuff is alright the more that you work on it. And the more that you deliberately are like, okay, I'm not just gonna record another video, I'm gonna try to make this one better, at least in terms of commentary. And then I do that, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Anyway.
Then Clover and I will go with Alice.
As long as I get to go with Alice, I'm fine. I don't have any objections.
Yeah, this time we can actually have them be together. So, Clover's happy. Yay. And actually happy, instead of just having a smile on most of the time and not being happy, which I feel like was that a budget thing, maybe? I don't know. But they just don't have many expressions for Clover, I feel like. At least from what I've seen of playing one route of the game, but regardless.
We'll be going through the yellow door, right?
That means Dio, Quark, and I are doing the cyan door.
Stuck with a kid and someone. I can't see how this could possibly go badly.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and you'll pull your
I honestly love Ted Miyoti and Dio going at each other's throats like that. It's just great.
What did you just say?
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Also, I've noticed the more that I work on this, the less I want to obsessively check to make sure I'm recording video and audio, and that the game audio works. It's an obsessive thing that I tend to do. Because there have been times where I've recorded something and realized one of those three things ain't working right, but it seems to be now. And also, I can always re-record as long as I don't remember. As long as I remember not to save over something that will not allow me to do this. But I could, like, theoretically, if I always stop recording before I enter a room, in this game in particular, it gives us a lot of nice stopping points. What I could do is hopefully not have wasted a lot of time anyway, and also maybe make more concise and or meaningful commentary on everything a second time around, I would hope. It's useful to reframe your thoughts as well. I just, you know, feel like I need to share what I learned through this experience instead of just providing entertainment. I want it to be meaningful and useful and helpful. And also fun to watch.
9, 8, 7.
We need to hurry.
Alright guys, let's get moving.
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
We be a green dot zooming, wow. Lounge again, okay, so we still go there this time. But we're actually going there for the room. Yeah, okay, we're actually gonna explore this place this time. What is this place?
Didn't you see the door? It said this is the lounge.
Lounge? Does that mean there's somebody living here?
Well, there doesn't seem to be much dust. Maybe there is.
Sigma's a man after my own heart. Lots of hmms. So, you've got a well-used lounge right next to a big empty warehouse. What is this building for?
Beats me. It looks like there are 4 doors in here.
Yeah. The one we came in, the one opposite it, and 2 more on the left and right.
By the way, the more that I do this stuff, and the more that I try my best to make good commentary, the more I appreciate good voice actors. Because they come across so clearly, and representing a character so well, and their emotions, and their mannerisms. That's just kudos, man. That's hard shit. And these people just do it for a living, and excel at it, and yeah, hell yeah.
The 2 on the sides are covered with metal plates, though. Don't think we'll be opening them anytime soon.
And for a lot of reasons, like I've already mentioned, I really like Fi's voice actress. Again, I like voices like hers on women a lot. I'm very attracted to women that have deeper, more tomboyish voices and appearances, so I really like Fi in that way. But also, I feel like she's really good at playing kind of like a monotone, almost emotionless way of speaking that also conveys emotion at times. Like, enough to make it clear that even though she tends to be rather monotone, she still feels a lot of things. Now, granted, that's also helped by all the expressions of her portraits and stuff, but still. I guess that just leaves us one option. But yeah, I can tell that I am getting better at commentary and voice acting myself, and I feel really good about that. No good. This one's locked, too.
I didn't see any other doors in the hallway we came through. Maybe we can find one of the keys to the AB room in here somewhere.
Well, it's not gonna find itself. Let's go. Splurry Durgan time go where? By the way, let me know if those long wails annoy you guys, and I'll stop it, but I just find it fun to do that, so yeah. Anywho, like I said, explorator time. Wow. Ooh, awesome music. That's definitely something I expected. Another thing I expect is these puzzles to fucking put my brain in that blender right there, or maybe it's a coffee machine, but it looks like a blender to me. Ooh, this fucking song. Oh, that's cool. God, the soundtrack to these games is so good. It's so interesting. The songs are always so odd and really good at the atmosphere. It's so just interesting to listen to. I feel like they'd be really good background music for writing and stuff for me. I love this shit, man. It fucking stirs up my soul in all the best ways. I will do the puzzles as best as I can, but the moment I get super stuck, my ass is gonna look them up so that we continue going smoothly for several purposes. First of all, not having to break my brain and have to spend 3 or 4 days on the same room trying to stubbornly complete all the puzzles because I'm literally mentally impaired. I don't know if I could really beat this game otherwise. It's also for expediency of both editing and also for y'all, so that I don't spend a billion years on the same thing. What the hell is this? A helmet? I mean, it is an oddly shaped thing. No, yeah, it looks like a drink mixing machine. So I guess a blender wasn't far off. How on earth does this look like a helmet? Yeah, I do kind of question that a little bit. There, Sigma. Well, if it's not a helmet, what is it? Helmet. I don't really see that, man. Maybe it's a bread maker, one of those automatic cafe. And of course, as per usual with Fi, her thought process isn't any more sane than his. In fact, it's less sane. Because she just has very odd thought processes, and I love that. God, I love this song. Of course I do. I mean, like, I've loved all the music in this game, in these games so far, and I've appreciated the hell out of them for how interesting they are. They're just different in, like, really creative and cool ways. I love the music in these games, man. What? Yeah, that sounds about the only appropriate reaction to that. God, I love Fi, dude. Although, man, she definitely is set up to betray us, considering apparently we betrayed her before. And I don't know if she remembers that now, but she certainly remembers that at some point, probably, in every route, or some of them, for some reason. Probably just particular routes, for, I guess, morphogenetic fields reasons. But yeah, considering from that last ending, we all seem to be, like, being reincarnated into these bodies or some shit. Because of the same morphogenetic fields way that Akane existed during the first game, right? Or whatever caused her to do that. Because she was dead. She was a pile of ash. So I'm guessing whatever happened to Akane is happening to the entire cast of this game. Some kind of machine. I have a feeling it's going to be used for puzzles. There's going to be drink-related puzzles in here. What's this? Garbage. What's this thing? Some kind of sink. Yeah, it's a sink for pouring drinks out, I guess. Makes sense. Ah, clever. If you get wasted, you can just puke it. I love her. It's obviously for just pouring out the rest of drinks that weren't drunk. But, like... That's not what it's for. There's an icon on the counter above it. Huh. I guess it's a drain. You pour leftover drinks down it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hello. 2 needles. They're long, thin, pointy pieces of metal. Are they needles of some kind? Why are there 2 of them? Interesting. They seem like compass needles to me, so I'll be looking up for some sort of compassy thing that, like, you'd have to stick these into, maybe. We'll see. Maybe it's something entirely different, but that's what they look like to me. Or clock hands as well is what they could be, possibly. Hello? But I think they really look like compass needles to me. Empty glass. I wonder what this is going to be for. It's interesting that it's an item. Maybe you need to pour something specific into the drain, and somehow that would actually unlock something because of Zero's magic ability to make these puzzles function in weird ways that don't seem to make any sense as to how they would actually work. A glass. Do you think it could be a cocktail glass? There's nothing in it. Indeed. Hold on, is there like something like on the end here? No, it's just a regular ass glass. We gotta use it for something though. Surely. I wonder what the screen is for. It doesn't look like it's turned on. Can you see a switch? No, nothing. What about this down here? There's a small LCD screen on the corner of the counter, but there's nothing on it. Okay, that seems to be a power button to me down on the bottom there, but I can't seem to activate it. I really love the atmosphere. Like, there's just a feeling I get by sitting in these rooms and examining everything until I get brain exploded by the puzzles anyway, where I just get nice and cozy. And then I start to get stressed because I'm like, oh god, what do I do? But until then, it's nice. I can't seem to do anything about the bottles unless we have to be over here. Okay, yeah, it's its own section. I had a feeling, and you have to do something with the colors of liquid and pouring them into that sink. I almost guarantee you. Or maybe mixing them with that machine. So we got a red liqueur, sunshine, yellow liqueur. That's a really bright yellow. Some animals use yellow as a warning to predators, so maybe this is a warning to us to stay alert. I mean, I think in this situation you should stay alert anyway. So I don't think we need to be reminded of that, but you know. What a powerful shade of red. It feels so passionate. Maybe this would be good for trying to woo a girl. Wanna try something? Oh damn. Sigma's smooth. Hey, I see what you're trying to do. Fi, why the objection, eh? Do you wish it was you? I wish it was you. Anyway. Okay, Sigma's kind of a Chad, I'm starting to notice. A Sigma male, even. But I'm sure I'm not even close to the first person who's made that joke. This one is white. White always makes me think of wedding dresses. Oh my god, Luna's the purest soul, or at least she seems that way. I think she's at least mostly like that. But I really do wonder why she's here and what she has to do with all this. Because I don't think we've gotten any hints about that. In fact, I don't really know if it's clear if anyone has much to do with this, except that we've probably been looping through this game a lot of times. That's the main thing I've taken away from this. As far as why these people, no clue yet. Any of them. But that's the kind of question that, from what I remember, wasn't really answered in 999 to my, in my memory, like I said, until real later, so that's probably what they're trying to do here as well. That means you're single, right? Your face is scaring me. Oh my god, he's like, damn, what a foot, girl. God. Green liqueur. Green one. You know, my favorite color is green. Just looking at it makes me feel happy and calm. That's cute. Did she have any green on her uniform? I don't think so. Not her, like, thing. Like, I can definitely see, like, that kind of light green. And yeah, that is a nice calming color. I like it. But my favorite color is actually this one right here. Blue. I like blue a lot. If you haven't noticed by my profile picture being blue. This liqueur is blue. I think it matches you, Sigma. Oh yeah, blue matches me. I mean, I do have blue eyes in real life. That checks out. I think that's part of why I love blue so much, but I've always loved blue, especially dark blue. But I like this kind of aqua blue as well. I want to call it aqua, though I don't think that's quite accurate. It's kind of like a pastel blue. I like it, actually, quite a bit. It's got a few little shades on it, but I think that a lot of that's shadowing, but, you know. What's that? Well, you're wearing blue. That's pretty straightforward. Bottle of liqueur, the label says blue. The label says blue, it is blue. What are you talking about? There are a lot of bottles here. How'd you like to have a drink with me? Huh? Oh, Jesus Christ. You really think this is a good time to be making a pass at someone? Also, that's the third time he's done it. And I'm kind of surprised Fi didn't react to the second time since she's like this about it. She's getting all nervous now. Okay. Actually, no, like, again, like, part of me would like it if I was like, I wish he would do that to me, but I think it's more just, like, protective of Luna, and that's also kind of gay, and, I approve of that, too. I don't know, man. And also just generally trying to look out for her fellow woman, I suppose. Or just be antagonistic towards Sigma, which, like, I think if she remembers, he betrayed her, apparently in the first round, too. Which, She says the first, so has there only been one other game other than this one? Or like, I would assume that this is always the second game when you start a new game. Although I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, or if that ever will be in any way. Bunch of bottles of alcohol. Okay, so all three of these will just say the same thing, huh? What's this? Yeah, I thought that was something. Southern Hemisphere. Hemisphere? Is that like the technical term for a quarter of the world? Because that's what this looks like. I didn't know a hemisphere was half of a hemisphere. Is that true? This looks like the southern tip of South America. Do you think this is a model of the Earth? Yep. That seems like it's the only thing it could be. I think this is half of the southern hemisphere. I suppose we could call this the southern hemisphere, for now at least. Okay, so like she's calling it that. Is that actually like a technical thing, or is it just something that came up? Does hemi mean half? That would make sense then. I don't know. I didn't really know that. A bunch of bottles of alcohols. Okay, so all these will do the same thing, but these look important. Yeah. Another set of bottles. Man, there's a lot of bottles here. So I guess mainly sun, huh? I guess the main puzzle elements here have to do with all these bottles. Interesting. They're all sunshine. Moon. Island. Oh, wait, hold on. I haven't been looking at the other bottles. Island alcohol? I wonder if it comes from an island. How interesting. She's so interesting. Don't drink it. Or maybe do. I mean, I think you'd like to get Fi drunk. Although, I think the joke is he's not really interested in her and vice versa. Or, like, are they just being tsundere as fuck for each other? I think... Listen, I ship them a lot, as you can probably tell. Because, again, people that hate each other and come to love each other is, like, one of my things that I always love in fiction, so... Yeah. But also, his passes at Luna are kind of cute. But I'm not the most fond of the harem-y vibes, but, like... And also, if he keeps doing that, it's gonna really feel creepy to me, but damn, still. Sun alcohol, huh? Maybe that means the alcohol content is so high it'll burst into flame in sunlight. She's so... Christ, does she want to drink the fuck out of all these? But why the bottom bottles specifically? She wants to get drunk. Moon. And alcohol of the moon? It makes me think of Japanese sake for some reason. Oh my god, it also makes me want to try it. Oh my god. Jeez. Is she an alcoholic secretly? Or, I guess, non-secretly? Or maybe it's just like... I'll try it. I wonder what the joke with sake being moon alcohol is. That must be something. Ocean sunshine. Wonder what ocean alcohol tastes like. I hope it's not salty. Why does she want to try all these things just because they have odd names? It's probably because her thing with odd thought processes is her thing. I really love her. She's so unique and interesting. Listen, I'm gonna gush over Fi this entire playthrough. I'm sorry if that bothers you. Although, granted, why do I even need to say it? I've done it so far every fucking episode. Fi is definitely waifu. Definitely. Like, I've seen enough of all the other girls. Even, like, as much as I like Alice, I really don't like how much of a bitch she is. Like, there's ways people can be a bitch that I like, and Fi is a good example of that. But then there's the way Lotus comes off, and, most of the time, you know? Planet Sunshine. Planet Alcohol. That's a pretty weird name. But with our powers combined... She just wants to get drunk on all these. Listen, I support it. Let the girl drink. I mean, fuck. This is the kind of situation you drink in, right? I think she even said that earlier. I think she's an alcoholic secretly. I say secretly again, like, it's any kind of secret. But maybe she just wants to taste them because, like, what fucking moon or sun or planet alcohol tastes like? I guess that's the joke. Just, like, the curiosity. But listen, I support her getting drunk. But I also don't know if any of these are actual alcohol. I mean, who knows? Zero could have put anything in those bottles. Glass rack. There are several cocktail glasses suspended from it. What's that? A lighting fixture with a cover on it. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about it. Okay. Which means it's irrelevant. Ah, okay, so there's the globe we need to assemble, I imagine, but I guess we'll see, huh? Okay, here's another piece of it. Oh, wait, that's a compass on the wall. I bet I need that for those, but first let's pick this up. Also, that's a nice, fancy red couch there. Northern Hemisphere. This is a model of the Earth. This looks like looks like North America. Hey, that's where I'm at. Wow, amazing. I've only been inside this country my entire life. America, amazing. Looks like someone took the Northern Hemisphere and chopped it in half. Why do we just call it the Northern Hemisphere? Yep. A red leather sofa. It looks as though it's seen better days. Yeah, it's probably dirty. Is that mold? Oof. So it's really old too. I think those go here. Oh, Looks like a clock, but doesn't have any hands. Oh, they are clock hands. Okay, my second guess was right. Do you think those 2 needles we found might go on there? Let's see. There we go. Nice. Okay, hold on a second. Well, I put the hands on the clock, but nothing's happening. What if you move them? Move them where? I don't know. Experiment. Alright, let's give it a try then. Red, black. Okay. Wow, check, huh? Alright, well, it starts on red. Oh, interesting. Hold on. So, the more you move this, the more that one moves. You move this a whole road. Oh, it stops there. Interesting. White, blue. Interesting. Sun, Earth, yellow. Planet, red, white, blue, island, green, red, black, ocean. Well, nice. Yeah, figure it out. Guessing I need to move them to a particular time, but... Oh, interesting. So we might need to find, like, some sort of time, and then, like, convert that time into whatever those 2 words are on the clock, and then mix that drink together here, and then pour it out here or something. I feel like it's something like that, maybe. Okay, so I've got 3 of the hemispheres, including that one on the table, but there's got to be a 4th somewhere. What's this? A note? It looks like a page from a journal. You have found a fragment of a bartender's diary. You can review it in the archive. I keep saying archive. I know that's the wrong pronunciation, but I just keep doing that. I don't know why. Okay, where the fuck is the note? Oh! It's gonna be in the items now. I think readable stuff was always in the inventory in 1 from what I remember, so that... There it is! I had a feeling it would be in here. When I opened that other side, I was literally like, okay, the 4th one's gotta be on this side. Yeah, it is. Part of a model of the Earth. It's got the southern end of Africa and all of Australia. Half of the southern hemisphere. I guess I would make this the southern hemisphere, yes. You've made that joke, pun, or at least just that observation 3 times now. I feel like Uchikoshi gets obsessed about particular, like, weird things like that, and puns and jokes and concepts, and just kind of throws it all in this game. Mysterious disc. What's this thing? Some kind of top? It's got these cones in the corner. Yes, but look at the edges. It looks like part of a map. Ah. Could this be part of the Earth? This looks like a model of the Earth, or at least part of one. This has Eurasia on it. It's like someone sliced the Northern Hemisphere in half. Guess we can call it the Northern Hemisphere for now. Now it's time to combine them to a strange disc. Luna thinks it might be part of the Earth. Can I, like, combine them with, like, all of these? This isn't working. Just can't combine the disc in a single Okay, okay, it looks like you need to combine the hemispheres into hemispheres. Most of the Northern Hemisphere. Most. The disc. So you made this Northern Hemisphere by putting together the 2 hemispheres? Actually, it's missing some land around the equator. This is not really complete hemisphere. Oh, that's because this completes it here. Here's disc, Northern Hemisphere with disc. Interesting. You've attached the disc to the Northern Hemisphere. Indeed, and yep, there it goes. Neat. Again, I love these puzzles, just like thinking about how these puzzles were conceived. They're always interesting to me. That, you know, Uchikoshi and probably a bunch of other people sat down and made these interesting things together, man. Like, fucking, I love creativity, and I love games. And I just love media because of how awesome it tends to be. The Southern Hemisphere, how awesome, just interesting. You got this from putting together the two Southern Hemispheres. It's missing some near the equator, so I guess it's not the entire one, though. That's because all the missing parts are on the disky. So, globe. There it is. It's complete now. Wow. Spin to wheel. Good work. You've made a globe. And if you look closely at it, I think it's actually transparent. Guess it goes on here. Table. Kind of rusty, I guess. Yes, it seems like a perfectly normal table. Ah, what's wrong? I thought I saw a face in the stains and... Oh my god, cute. Okay, so Luna's just very... Let's make a traditional Japanese cute girl so that all the fucking otakus can fap to her or something. I don't know. I don't tend to be the fondest of that whole trope. Especially because I'll take a girl like Fi any day. I love Luna, she's cute. But I think she's supposed to be endearing in, like, a I-want-to-marry-her way. But that is not how I... And, like, I want to just protect her as a little sister. That's how I end up reacting to girls like that. Girls like Fi, though, please. Anyway, what? Alright. Oh, I get it. The completed globe goes here, yep. Yeah, just like this. Nice. Perfect. Now, how do I see through it to do what I need? It's a globe. Maybe, That's the glass to mix whatever drink we need. A globe. A globe! A globe. Okay, I gotta do something with it. But what? Oh wait, the note. Bartender's journal. 3 customers came in today. A couple and their son. The father sat in the center, with the mother on the left and the son on the right. When I came to take their order, they said the following. Father, my wife likes the color red. Okay, so we have to make 2 drinks, it looks like. And I like white. My son has always liked ocean. No, 3 drinks. Yeah. My son has loved the color blue ever since he was a child. Like me. So I am the son. Amazing. My husband likes island, and I like planet. See, this is actually about me and my parents. Did you know, friends? No. Son, my mother and I like moon. My father likes anything green. One of them was a liar, but I swiftly made their drinks and handed them over. So do we have to figure out which one is the liar? There are some letters on the wall. Some of them are black and some are red. RLRL. OEDI. IMLI. OONR. ONEN. Is this some kind of code? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm gonna try to read the black ones and the red ones by themselves. R, red. How am I supposed to read that? There's gotta be some way to unscramble it that's hinted somewhere. I don't know what that would be. Is this a whole door? A metal sheet. It looks kind of like a door. It's been bolted to the wall. Okay, so there's nothing there. Okay, yeah, it's not an actual door. Interesting. And another one. A shelf. Okay, never mind. And that's the handy-dandy safe. Metal sheet looks kind of like a door. It's been bolted to the wall. There's got to be something more to the globe. But what? Oh, maybe there's like something like behind the pillows or something. Huh? There's something behind. Ah! Ha! Ah! Is this a magazine? What is it about? Looks like astronomy. We found an astronomy magazine. Okay. Reading time. Astronomy Today. A magazine about, of all things, astronomy. This issue appears to be about lunar eclipses, this article says. A likely lunar eclipse will occur at 4:50 p.m. UT Universal Time. I'm not sure if UT is a real time zone. On 12/31/2028. So yeah, like I said, this game has been set in the near future. I find it interesting that paper magazines are still a thing, though. It does kind of date this game as to when it was made. Although, granted, no, yeah, paper magazines are still a thing nowadays anyway, right? But definitely less so, right? Like, most people probably read that kind of stuff on the internet nowadays. Surely. Like, I know it's a thing. I know, like, newspapers had to, like, remodel their entire everything for the internet. Anyway, 4:50 p.m. Thank you for that. Wait a minute. 4:50 p.m. So 4. Okay, so 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. Can I move this hand by itself? No. 50 would be on Earth, I think. So, pretty sure. Although I don't read a lot of analog clocks. And frankly, it took me a while to learn how to read analog clocks because of my learning disability. Like a lot of things. Wait. How do I get it to go to 50? Unless, hold on, no. I'm trying to remember. Is hour the shorter hand? Or is minute? No, I think the minute hand is the longer one, right? So that needs to be on 50. And the hour hand needs to be on 4, right? And I think the hour hand's the shorter one. Yeah, I still get confused about stuff like this. Case in point. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, yeah, it needs to be on green, I think. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. So that should be 4 and then 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50. Check. There we go. Nice. Feels good. How about 450? That puts the short-handed green, long-handed sun. Green sun. What? Wait. Wait, what? Whoa! Oh! Now it's gonna shine. There's a beam of light coming out of the center of the clock. It's pretty impressive. Yep, there's a lot of really mind-boggling ways that these puzzles work. Really speaks to the genius of Zero. Well, okay, I guess to the genius of... Initially, in the first game, I'll just give it to him, you know, the assholes that made the first game were smart, but they were bad people. It's a globe. Look, some letters appeared on it. They say Blue Planet. What's this back here? Looks like the globe is refracting the light from the clock. Yes, into 5 different rays of light. Only the one in the middle is red, though. What the hell does that mean? I think it's supposed to represent a total lunar eclipse. What? Don't you know what that is? During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. It doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset, also known as a blood moon, like that expansion to Morrowind, amazing, which I might play on the channel in some form, but man, that game is archaic at this point, so I'd have to probably wait for Skywind to really enjoy it. I could actually go back and probably learn to enjoy something like Morrowind. I'm better at doing that with older games nowadays, but, well, we'll see. So that red circle of light is supposed to be a total lunar eclipse? Isn't that what I just said? So red moon? Is that really all that you're supposed to get from that, though? I don't think so. Because what the hell do all these other letters mean? There's gotta be something more there than just the red moon. So red moon is probably one of the 3 drinks we need to make, maybe? But, like, what do all those other letters mean? That's gotta be more significant than just red moon, blue planet. And so we've got red moon, blue planet, and green sun. Clock looks like the sun. There's a beam of light coming out of the center of it. The hour hand is pointing to green, and the minute hand is pointing to sun. So, there we go. There's 3 drinks we need to make, I think. And yeah, there's 3 glasses here. I probably need to pick them all up, right? What are you, some kind of bar contour? Oh, come on. That one was genius. Listen, I think everything you say is genius, my counter. Can I pick up all these glasses? Yeah, I thought so. So you have 3 glasses, 3 drinks, and it looks like we have the 3 ones we need to make. Do we need to place them back? Oh, yeah, hold on. That's what you need this for. Hold on. But yeah, like, I guess I'll try to figure out the letters if I need them, but I might not need to. I have a feeling I will. I guess we'll see. Maybe when this screen lights up, which I think when you place the right drinks in the right places, that screen will light up. And then probably that's when these will be relevant, these letters. Either way, we'll see. I think I've got everything I need to make the drinks, so... In fact, because this is a lot to remember, I am going to note stuff down. So we've got Blue Planet, Red Moon, and Green Sun as the different drinks I think we need to make. And I think the hint of where you place them is in the, is in that note, but I think you need to make them first. So I think we need to combine... Let's make Blue Planet first, because blue. I imagine you have to pour it in a glass first, right? I'll combine these items, interesting. Like, I wonder if you have to, like, place a glass on that mixy thing? This. Yes. And then... Oh, I guess the sink might be for wrong combinations, right? That might be all it's for. Let the glass just sit down, it's empty. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep, 2 bottles, so... Blue Planet. This is a really interesting and satisfying puzzle to me so far. I really like how it flows. It doesn't make me too weird in the brain, though it might just be I'm better at doing this stuff and dealing with the stress of it all, and I'm way less, like, influenced by anxiety and how I think when I'm doing this stuff, because it's all about just repetition until you're over a lot of that. There we go, Blue Planet. Glass is full of liquid now. Looks like we made a cocktail. Blue Planet! Now, I think, yeah, okay, Okay, it looks like you can only replace one glass at a time, one bottle at a time, so okay. So I need to make... Next thing I need to make is... Red Moon, I'll just go down the list. And also red is my second favorite color. So that works that way too. I'd say black is a close second as well, because women dressed in red and black, listen. I like me some goths and generally like alt girls, basically. Alright. Red Moon. I need Red Moon. I do wonder why, like, she likened moon alcohol to Japanese sake. It's probably something about, like, the tradition or origin or myth about sake or something. I would imagine. But let me know if you know, friends. Red Moon. I kind of want to make some other drinks just to make, like, funny combinations of capital words. Well... But I'd like to do the right thing first if I can. So put the third one down, and now I need Green Sun. I like how they all say sunshine on the bottom. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. I will always love the image of Fi openly, like, salivating. Because he wants to get Crunkle on weirdly named alcohol. There we go. Green Sun. I also feel like you could just switch them around until they're all in the right places. I literally want to do that instead of reading. Huh? Hey, the thing lit up. Looks like it's made to light up when you put a cocktail in it. Let's try putting the other coasters. Yeah, okay, yeah, so that's gonna activate the screen when we got them all in the right places. Guaranteed. Wow. Hey, good job. All the coasters are green. Green means I got it right? I think so. Look, something happened to the screen. Ah. Oh, I saw something like this before. You too? Yes. There was one in your AV room? Yeah, I think so. It opened a safe back then, yep. Let's write this down somewhere. No, it's cool. I can remember it. You gonna memorize it? Sure, that's right. Got a pretty good memory. Found safe, except for of, like, you know, his past lives. I think they're all living several lives in these bodies somehow. And, like, something happens and they all get sent back to something that is not these bodies, and then the game restarts again, and they're put back in these temporary bodies somehow? Found a safe password. If you navigate to the past tab in the archive. I keep saying archive. I mean archive, and I know it's pronounced that way, but I keep saying archive. I don't know why. It's weird, dude. I have a feeling that the other password might be in that file if this is not the combination that that file hints at. That would make sense. Hold on. Alright, so I went and wrote down all the combinations they could possibly have, and I came up with each of them has 3 different types of alcohol that may be in their drink. And I think you need to order them, and I think that, as far as I could tell, all you had to do for the green password, whichever one that is to put the 3 types that you found with hints all over the place onto the coasters. I'm not sure which one that is, but I'd like to find out both passwords before I use them, just because. This one's harder, so what's funny is, like, half of me feels like it's gonna be the get the fuck out password, as I'll call them now, or the file password, because, like, it's either supposed to be hidden or it's supposed to be more difficult because it's the one that actually gets us out of here. One of them was a liar. What I gather from this is that means you should rule out all of the answers that they give. But what I'm wondering is that you can only combine drinks using 2 of the alcohols. And so, if everyone has 3 different types that you could list them as liking, if you believe every one of them, then even by eliminating one person, I think that might be how you figure out which one's a liar, because if you can eliminate one of the liars, and then there's only 2 types of alcohol that pertain to each person at that point, then you've got it. Hold on. Alright, so what I just did was, and I think I'm on the right track here, and I'll explain why I think so in a second. But what I did was, I wrote down what each of the answers are, minus everything one of the 3 people said. And I've noticed that when you do that, what you get is 2 types of alcohol for each person, which is exactly what you need in order to make a cocktail with this setup. So that means that I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track there, and you need to disregard one of the 3 people's answers and use the other 2 in order to make the cocktails. Now, as for which one's wrong, I think the sun is the liar. And I'm just going off the hunch of the fact that the other cocktails all have a color and a celestial body, / like, whatever, like island and ocean. And the only combination that has a color and the other kind of bottles for each cocktail is the one that excludes the sun. So unfortunately the sun is the liar, which makes me see it because I'm a sun. Dang. I'm going to try to make the ones where the sun's the liar. But first, I need to see if I can reuse these glasses, because I imagine you should be able to. Can you pick them back up? Yes. And then I think you need to pour them out and to make the ones, I think, exclude the sun, for now. This is the drain for throwing away leftover drinks, huh? Yes, I think so. I'll toss this cocktail in. No, why waste it? Break the thing. I'd like to, but what if it's poisoned? See, I think it's better if I just pitch it. There it goes. Well, I have an empty glass again. Also, you don't know if this stuff is even alcohol. Maybe it does smell like it. So maybe, like, it's obvious that it is alcohol to these people. We don't know if it's safe. Because this whole situation is definitely not safe. People are getting fucking deadly-ass diseases and shit. It's like COVID. It's like this place... It's like this fucking game predicted COVID, man. Christ. Okay, so... Well, actually, let me try something first before I just go ahead and go with this. So, if I tried to combine 2 colors, is that possible? No. When I try... Hold on. Let me try something else. So if I just did this and this, then this would work, right? Yes. But what if I tried to put another one of these bottles over here? On this side. No. Okay. So the sun is the liar. Because you can't combine 2 colors or 2 of the other kind. And this also makes me want to drink in real life later today, maybe. We'll see. This alcohol is pretty nice in moderation. Pretty damn nice. Once again, let's make sure I got the right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from left to right. Red planet. White island. Blue ocean. Yes! Both passwords! I'm so proud of myself. I didn't look up anything. I feel good about that. I really do. Feels good, man. The coasters are red. It doesn't seem like anything else is happening. Red isn't usually good, is it? Do you think we did something wrong? Wait, what? How is that? See, it's really tempting to look it up, because now I'm like, okay, I thought this made perfect sense. I thought I was following the logic in the way that, like, was, like, the most hurdy-dur possible. Not hurdy-dur. Maybe, like, I need to think outside the box a little more than this, but it only lets you...
1 hour later.
Oh, okay, I feel dumb. And by the way, it's important to say that you feel dumb, because that's the actual truth. To say that you are dumb is condemning yourself to pain that you don't deserve, because think about it. And this is a very common, unfortunate human phenomenon, right? You see someone doing something that you think is smart, so you say you're smart. And this person's like, yeah, nah, they don't believe that. Because it's really easy for us not to believe that sort of thing about ourselves, unfortunately. But see, you do the same kind of thing that someone else goes, hey, you're smart. And guess what you do? You say, no, I'm not smart. Because the thing is, from your point of view, you did a thing that wasn't smart. Welcome to being human. We all do that. Does it make us not smart? Well, considering we also do things that other people think are smart, I guess not, huh? So, you feel dumb sometimes, you do dumb things, that does not make you dumb. Because to decide you are dumb is condemning yourself to feeling like ass and feeling like you shouldn't do things you want to do, probably. Because I know that feeling real fucking hard. It took me this long to start YouTube. I've been wanting to start YouTube 7+ years ago, dude. Because I thought I was dumb, and I sucked at games too much to be entertaining. And here people are watching and making fun, making really sweet comments and liking and subscribing, so I know I'm full of shit on that, thankfully. So, when you do something dumb, you feel dumb. You aren't dumb, okay? Okay. I like to impart, hopefully helpful bits of Durgan wisdom on y'all. Because, man, I struggle with that shit all the time, which is why I am so adamant about talking about it on these videos, for myself and for y'all. Because when I edit this back later, I'll listen to it again, and it'll be a nice reminder for me, too. We're all just trying to be good human beings, and I'd like to help some of y'all with that if I can. And certainly help myself, at least. So that's already a win. 8. So my first thought was right, kind of. So the sun is the liar. You eliminate all his answers. But I had it in the wrong order, because you're working from the bartender's point of view. You need to do the other left, right, center. Yeah, that's what I wasn't factoring in. But I did confirm using the guide, and by the way, it is the handy-dandy zeroescapefandom.com wiki. So thank you for everyone that worked on that. Because writing that stuff takes a while, dude. It's hard work. Just for something you love that probably didn't get you money, although I don't know about the situation of if fandom really gets the writers any money. I have no clue. And I don't think so, because I think I've changed some stuff on fandom before, just randomly. So, you know, like any wiki, I think it's just free to edit. And these people, probably as a hobby, write about their favorite games on there. And that's a lot of work, dude. Like, that's a lot of detail that you have to work out and write down, you know? And they have, like, very nice formatting and graphics. It's work, man. Anyway, I really feel like we take for granted the amount of work that goes into everything that we see and consume in the world. Because some humans spent hours and hours of their lives on that. Like, basically, you could say that about anything that's man-made. I don't overflow anymore. Oh, so you're planning to put in there. You're real lush, aren't you? I may have a glass or two at dinner. Or 3. Or 4. Not all the time, alright? Just special occasions. Wait. Like weekdays and weekends? Oh, wait, yeah, she is a heavy drinker, isn't she? Unless she was just, like, jabbing at him. I bet they're both lushes, then. Because, yeah, I think he likes to drink, and so does she. And guess why alcohol is such a thing here? I'm pretty damn sure that Uchikoshi's a good bit of a lush himself, because I think I remember there's an interview with him. He literally said something like, every time he writes these games, he sits down with a gallon of tequila, or at least, like, you know, throughout the process of writing, and he probably drinks that much of it, is what I think he meant by that. So it's like, I'm pretty sure he said something like that. At least I heard he said something like that from Nico B. So, Red Planet over here. White Island always goes in the center. And then Blue Moon should be on the other side. And then we did it. Feels good, me. But yeah, I missed that tiny detail, but otherwise, I did everything else right. I'm really proud of myself. So I worked hard to make sure to eliminate all the answers, and then realized I needed something different. But yeah, I just didn't really think about that at all. But if you're on the other side of the counter, yeah, you would see it differently, as far as where's left and where's right. Huh? It's blue this time. Yeah, they're all blue. There's something happening on the screen. Hell yeah! Blue password. Huh? It changed. Now there are different shapes in different places. That's probably related to the safe somehow. Remember this signal? Look at me. Alright, so let's do the file password first. So we need the blue password, which is yai, because I like blue a lot, like I've said. Feels good, man. And file ready time. Awesome, it opened. Good job, Sigma. Well done. Go on. Here we go. Supplementary rules. No, I'm pretty sure I've read that, right? I can't read them. It's just a picture. What is the Notary game? It's a deadly game that 9 people have been forced to play. The official name is Notary Game Evidence Edition. As part of the Notary game, it is the Evidence game. Yep. I wonder why that's here, unless it's something I found earlier that I never read for some reason. Either that, or because I started a new route, it's deciding that, I don't know. What is the purpose of the Notary game? To escape by walking through the door, the mark is number 9. How do you open the number 9 door? You have to turn this we know all this. I find it interesting, considering this, that, like, the moment that Phi opened the door, I guess we don't really know what else happened, but Sigma, like, a reset or something. Or Sigma went to, like, nothingness or something. And then, like, he woke up to nothing as soon as the door opened. Instead of the game actually ending, it's like he went to some kind of limbo that he actually exists in or something. Total lunar eclipse. At certain times, the sun, earth, and moon align in such a way that the moon is completely within the earth's shadow. This causes the moon to appear reddish-brown in color. As light from the sun passes through Earth's atmosphere, it reflects off the moon's surface. Incidentally, the game refers to a lunar eclipse on New Year's Eve in 2028, which is, or rather will be, an actual event. Oh, neat. I didn't know that. So that's gonna happen in 2028 on New Year's Eve. So you can learn lots of real things from video games, damn it. There's so much use for games. So many people label games as, oh, they're just escapist entertainment, or they're just addictive, or they're useless. Literally, Lore Runner, who plays video games for a living, like I want to do, frankly, more or less, he has said the video games are completely useless. I fucking disagree. You can learn a lot of good things from them. You can. You learn actual real-world knowledge from them. Like, you know? Like in school. You know, that thing everyone's supposed to go to. They're helpful for a lot of things. They're a helpful distraction if your brain's like, ah! Then usually, you know. I mean, it's all in moderation, of course, because if you play too many video games, we all know the consequences of that. Not enough sleep, and oof, and weird, and oftentimes addiction, and just too much screen time can make your eyes go weird, and maybe make your sleep patterns, and, you know, so there's all sorts of reasons not to play all the video games in the world, but everything in excess is too much. But it's not like our eyes burn out or something because we spend so much time in front of screens as humans these days. So it's not as bad it's unknown. So people react to it with fear. They're not an acceptable medium to a lot of people still because they're so new. Because books have been around forever, movies have been around for decades now. I'm sure people were really skeptical about movies in, like, the 1940s and shit, you know? Or the 1920s, or whenever movies started first being a thing. Wasn't it, like, the 1920s that, like, video cameras were kind of invented? And they started doing that? Wasn't it something like that? Like, all the silent films and stuff that started films? And now movies is just, like, a thing. People don't condemn movies like they condemn video games. I'd say that also games are really helpful for connecting with people, for, of course, having fun, which is like a human need, right? Like, leisure is a human need, and games are really good at providing that. Like, think about that. And, you know, they're good for relaxation, they're good for de-stressing, they're good for, you know, catharsis sometimes. And in my experience, especially as I do this YouTube channel, they're really good for self-esteem building. Because my passion for these games makes me, you know, challenge myself in them. And then I do challenges, and I'm like, yeah, I can do hard things, see? Like, why did I think I was useless before? So, there's a lot of good that can come from games. So I always get pissed off when people just say it's a waste of time. Or people decide it's a distraction. And that's all that it is, the games are. I think depending on who you are, yeah, you could argue that. Because if you're just using games as an escape to begin with, and that's like it. It's like, oh, the games are easy for me to get my mind off things, and that's the only reason I play games. And there might be more people like that than I would think. Then I suppose, yeah. But if you want to play games, and you're playing it because you really want to play the game, not just because you want to get your mind off things, that can be healthy in moderation. I know, because I swear to God that games really help me feel better a lot of the time. The games really just fucking fill me with so much joy, you know? I fucking love video games, man. Why do you think I run this channel? I do so much work on editing. It's because I love games, man. And also, I want to spread all sorts of good things, including my love for games, but yeah. Anyway, little Durgan wisdom nugget for you there. As per usual. Or I guess like Durgan thought. Yeah, we already know that. Heyo. Neurotic units, yeah. Okay, I think that's it. Unless, hold on. I feel like there's more than like the 2 that I read that are new, but we'll see. Okay, so it looks like these are all like the basic rules. Okay, and then also total lunar eclipse. Okay, cool. So we didn't actually need to read those as much as I thought. Although there might be some funny wordings in those. There wasn't from what I saw, and also that's mostly information we know, so I'll just kind of leave it there. Oh, not mostly, it's entirely information we know. But it'll be nice to be able to refer to that in the future, probably. I might need to do so for some reason, or at least have forgotten the rules in some way, so I'd like to. Or maybe I want to try to figure out something in some way and use those that way. Like what someone did, or if someone might be 0 or something. Alright. Green password. So yeah, I found the room's password all by myself. No looking up shit. I felt really proud of that. I'm literally patting myself on the back, because congratulating yourself and being proud of yourself is a skill that is really helpful to build. This one actually has all 3 symbols for once. I think that is the first time I've seen that. Huh? I guess there's another password that can open it too. Yep, always. So let's see. Yep, that's been the case. Oh yeah, that's right. I was about to say, yeah, always, that's how that is. But like, for them, they're experiencing this for the first time, but in actuality, like the 3rd time now. Or more. At least the 2nd or more. That's how much I know. But I'm saying 3rd because in the first game, you could say that it would have to repeat a lot of times for everything to have happened so that the true ending could occur. For some, like, I don't know if that's canon at all. I have no clue. I don't think it is, because Akane had all that information he didn't have in the first game, right? So yeah, I don't think that's the first game. But what if in this game it literally is, like, every time we go through, it's another loop. And we've already done at least one loop before we actually play the game. Ooh, There's a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see. First we got a map. It says floor A in the corner. Yeah. You take a close look at it later. There's still more stuff in here. Why don't you get the rest of it first? Right. Next we've got a card. 2 cards, actually. Do you think these could be the key cards for the AB rooms? See, it says Ambidex room right on them. Yeah, you're probably right. Now we can get into the AB rooms. And that means we can start getting more bracelet points. Once we got 9, then we can open the number 9 door and get out of here. At least that's what the rabbit said. Yeah. But how are we supposed to get back to the warehouse? That's where all the AB rooms are. We can go back to the way we came, but that door's locked. I think the answer is in the safe. See? Read this note. Here are 3 more bills for you. Yep. I've read that before. So in other words, once we get out of here, we can go back to the warehouse. Also, I think I just accidentally skipped something. Yeah, it's just Luna saying I see. So in other words, once we get out of here, we can get back to the warehouse, right? Yeah, seems like it. So that means the key here is the last piece of the puzzle. And then you go over here. I'm really proud I got that particular password without looking up crapola. And if I would have thought to switch the left and right glasses around, I would have gotten the second one without looking up crapola too. Feels good, man. Definitely the least looking up I've had to do, I do believe. Alrighty, Dergy. Thing that keeps the door locked. It says lock. Okay, I'm gonna put the key in. You ready? I keep telling you, you don't have to ask every single... I'm not asking you, I'm asking Luna. Oh, I'm ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I love how he's just hitting on Luna constantly. It's like a thing he's doing now, all of a sudden. What a chance. And Luna seems to... She seems uncomfortable about it, but... You could interpret that either as, ew, stop, or... like... You know... actually being kind of turned on by it. I don't know which. Because I think it could, again, be interpreted either way. And I'm sure a lot of people would like to think it's the latter. But I think it's more like the former. It makes a little bit more sense. Poor Luna. Or maybe she's just embarrassed and doesn't know what to do with herself. It maybe doesn't feel either way about it, really. I don't know. Another elevator,
You
huh?
think it works?
Dunno. Only one way to find out, though.
Someone's coming.
Oh yeah, whoops. I need a stopping point here. I'm going to stop here. Because normally I stop right after the room, but I forgot to do that. This is a nice little cliffhanger-y thing to start on, right? So, hey. See you then. See you next time, friends. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see y'all in my next vidja or strem. Have good ones, friends. Wow. Also, follow my Twitch. Speaking of strems, I intend to start streaming again at least when Soul Hackers 2 comes out, because I think I'm actually going to stream that game start to finish on my Twitch. So look forward to that, and otherwise, friends, have lovely ones. Wow.